Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I'm reviewing the 4th Doctor and K9. So the K9 is exactly the same as the one that came with Sarah Jane Smith, not very much exciting, just a tiny bit darker base. Okay, the 4th Doctor's head. The articulation in it is just quite tight, really. I can't really say that much. Articulation at the shoulders, at the bicep, at the elbow, at the wrist, and also at the hips, at the knees as well, and at the boots. Very nice boots. I always like these boots. My favourite. So I'll just get rid of that annoying music because it's nice, but you know, it interrupts the review. Okay, so the 4th Doctor. Now the head sculpt. You've got the pointy up curls, then you've got sort of more of a grey wash, and it's a bit more messy as well. You've got the pointy nose, the lighter sideburn there, lighter eyebrows as well. They're more of a grey, and he's a lot more focused. Like, very much focused now. Now, back on here. You've got the curls in there. Just there, where the scarf sits under. Doesn't sit under as snug as the 5th Doctor's scarf did on the regeneration version, because obviously that hair was more straight than Tom's with his curly hair. He doesn't come with a sonic screwdriver, even though the prototype showed one. Why? Just because it was only done for previous Toms, and it would have to be painted differently, but I don't particularly know why, of the reason why they didn't. I'm not that bothered because he rarely used it in that season. I don't know if he even used it at all. But anyway, we have got no a 4th Doctor sonic screwdriver, though I could use a 5th Doctor sonic screwdriver, because I think colour it was then, or it was either, I think it was almost 100% silver with some grey lines on. I'm not too sure. Anyway, underneath the scarf, it's got a number 2 on it, and pattern stopped there. So it's better than the Pyramids of Mars version, where the entire back of it was not painted at all. So that was annoying. Especially, they still haven't sorted out the scarf. Then again, it's just an exclusive. So what can you expect? And the 5th Doctor version wasn't released that long before, particularly. So you can't expect them to say, right, we're gonna do a new scarf, even though the other version was at least not long ago. I mean, look at the Remembrance of the Daleks set. They could have redone the eye. Well, rather repainted it. They didn't. So, this is what you're basically gonna get. Not really. Still no question marks are viewable, but if you pull the coat, that you might not be able to see, but there are question marks sculpted in there, but just not painted, they're left white. And that's why the coat, because when I saw the prototype, I wondered why the coat was so done up that much, because it was normally left out a little bit more than that. I mean, these parts here are just about overlapping. So the question marks are not viewable, and it is glued down here, so you can't push it down to bit. It's a pity. I've seen a couple of people do where they pull the coat out and it's actually got, and underneath it is actually glued in, because the coat actually goes into the torso, and they fill up the little gaps in the torso with milk cuts, cut off any extra bits off the coat which stops it from going down flat, paint the question marks red, there you go. That's only people who want a 100% accurate costume. This is 100%. And particularly, I was never very fond of them question marks. I never particularly liked them. I do like the longer scarf. I think the longer the scarf, the better. Little disappointed that, you know, it's all one big rubber piece, but I particularly wasn't expecting that they would do one big long thing around, because that would have cost a fortune. So what they've done is, it's just gone down and around like, on the neck like that. And this piece they have stuck on top and underneath there as well, which goes up there. As you can see, obviously all the green mud is gone. It's not green mud, I mean green grass stains. That's gone, looks nice, shiny buttons. Apart from that, there's not really much more to say, because it's basically the same figure as the Biscuits version, however without the grass stains and with the Fourth Doctor head on. So I will see you next time for this review, and until then, bye bye!